Oh, hello, everybody. Just give me a second here. Just trying to see. Welcome to the Karen Smith Frazier podcast. My name is Karen Smith Frazier, and this is podcast number 19. Uh, I I began this podcast to help young women, young and middle-aged women who are have a passion for serving others, go from feeling frustrated and burnt out and taken advantage of to feeling fulfilled and um, and fulfilled in their work and with money and time freedom to pursue their own goals. So often, caregivers, community uh, um, workers often give and give and give to others and don't really take time to work on their own goals. So, hopefully, this podcast will encourage some of you to really just take a moment and see what you want to do. Like, give yourself a moment to dream. After working for over 30 years as a nurse and the last 12 years as a school nurse, I found myself in that same position. I was often, I can't say always, but I was often exhausted. And I was feeling a bit taken advantage of, I think, because I was just trying to people please, and I just had little energy for my family, especially as my kids got older and they didn't need me to pick them up from school and all that. And in March 2023, when I was on my way to March 22nd, 2023, I was on my way to a meeting and I got in a car accident. And I was not able to return to work. I had to take some time off. Now, why did it take a car accident for me to stop and acknowledge um, the discontent that I had? I mean, for years I had had this feeling that there was something more that I was supposed to be doing. It's not that the work was bad. Um, I was doing a good job. I got good reviews. I had good benefits. I got along well with my work colleagues. The families liked me. I think I was doing good work there, but something in me just pulled and was really making me feel a little uncomfortable staying where I was, but I just didn't know what to do. And so that car accident just really jarred me. But why did it take a car accident to get my attention? Um, Many service providers and caregivers fall into this trap that I fell into. The they need me trap, as if I am the only human being to serve the community, that I don't want to leave them hanging, or they like me here. Why would I leave? Even though I know that my heart is being pulled in another direction. Now, I don't want everybody to just go and quit their jobs. We got to be responsible. But as you know, I say in pretty much every podcast, and what my guest a few weeks ago said, reminded us, is that it's crucial that in whatever work we're doing, whether it's in care, in service industries or not, we must take time to take care of ourselves. And it's not just the equivalent of putting gas in your tank, but we need to make sure that we're doing the full maintenance on our vehicle. That means taking care of our bodies, minds, and spirits. Bodies, food, sleep, movement, your mind. You need to manage your stress. You need to be careful of what you expose mind to. And spirit, what are we grounded in? What are you grounded in? As I've mentioned often, having that moment of gratitude in the morning, and also prayer time. That's been very helpful for me. So right after the accident, I remember distinctly talking to God and saying, "Okay, God, you got my attention. What now?" So who's calling you and trying to get your attention? Social media, news radio, YouTube? For this moment, I'm going to give you a public service announcement. Beware of what you are feeding your minds these days. Yes, it's important to stay informed, but trauma after trauma, especially if all that we see on social media and the news is not true, it's not good for us. It's not good for anyone. Our brains were not meant to go from traumatic stories to watching little kittens play and baby memes, back to visuals of war-torn countries and violence against humanity and deaths of public figures, back to surprising and extreme proclamations of the news cycle. Our brains were not meant to handle all that. So I encourage you to schedule and limit your time on social media. Don't get sucked into videos and this seems so real. And then at the end, after your emotions have been dragged through the mud, you realize that the small writing at the end or right at the beginning of the video that says, "This video is fictitious." Or what about the news articles, the news stories you hear that none of the mainstream media are covering? But they, get you all worked up. So you just be careful. I didn't mean to focus so much on this topic, but I've been caught off guard and been sucked in, and I'm noticing that some of my friends are just feeling heavy and carrying a lot of stress from the news and propaganda and just a lot of the changes. Not everything is fake, people are being impacted by by a lot of things. And so I just want you to just remind you to take care of yourself. Okay, so now I will begin. With all that said, I am hoping that your Monday is off to a great start. I know Monday and great start may not seem to go together, but I'm coming at it with an attitude of gratitude. I woke up this morning and it happens to be a Monday, so I'm calling it a win. The topic of today's podcast poses a question. What is my motivation? Habit, passion, or purpose? I want to give credit, I'm going to read this part, to my thought partners and resources from ThinkDev article by Lito Lupena and Exceptional Futures article by Victoria Wilson, as well as a couple of other websites, Morning Coach and 7 Mindsets. These days, I am hearing a lot of folks wonder about what they are doing with their lives. And the people I'm around, as I mentioned before, often have a passion for serving others, whether in healthcare, education, community work, or just work where they can help organizations strategize and serve their communities better. And a lot of the people who have reached out are women, not solely women, but are often young, the middle-aged women, even some empty nesters who have been serving for years and are now starting to kind of think about why they do things. And they're motivated by faith or maybe the needs in their local community, or just an overwhelming feeling to give back. So this made me wonder, is it passion or purpose or habit or hobby? Like, why do people do these things? I think all of us want to find meaning and fulfillment in life, and it's important to step back and ask ourselves why we do what we do. And so today I'm just going to go through, just some basic definitions of habit, passion, and purpose, and just kind of see where you fall in and see if you notice any patterns for yourself. Okay, I'll start with habit. Definition. A habit is our thought patterns that we often find most comfortable. We're most comfortable with. They're part of our routines from when we get up in the morning and go to the bathroom and wash our faces, and just routines of things that we hardly even think about. Um, some of the our motivations for keeping certain habits are everybody else does it. It's the social norm. They keep things moving. We're used to them. We've always done them, and a lot of times they're comfortable. We don't even think about them. Impacts on life. They can keep us healthy. We can keep a job because we know that one of the habits is to get up, get ready, and go to work so we can make money to feed ourselves. We fit in. Some potential issue impacts, um, issues that can come up. Well, sometimes they may not be healthy habits that we have. Are they allowing us to grow? Are they, nurturing our bodies, minds, and spirits? Um, and the time investment. They're happy where we're using our habits all day long, and oftentimes we don't even think. We don't even think about what we're doing. It's such a routine, part of our routine, that we take actions and we don't even think about the consequences or think about the whys. And so that's one reason why I wanted to bring up this topic. Okay, so now I'm going to go to passion. Passion can be defined as a strong emotion um, driving a pursuit of activities that we love. Our motivation is usually that we love it. We're enthusiastic about it. It brings excitement, energy, um, the impacts on life. They can provide a sense of purpose and meaning. Um, Potential issues, they can become directionless or detrimental. What do I mean by that? Well, a passion for, let's say, playing the drums. I mean, we can love to play the drums, but if we're playing the drums all day long when we're supposed to be at work, then that's kind of like not what you should be doing. Or if it's, something that is a passion for um, just doing something that isn't healthy for you. It can be related to activities. It can be related to, let's say, working out, which can be a great habit. But if we overdo it, then we can get injured. And sometimes people who are injured continue to do what they should be taking a break, and that can lead to injury. In general, with a passion, we make time to do it because we love it. Even if it doesn't, like for me, dancing, I mean, I love it, but I know that I'm not making money doing it. I'm actually spending money doing it, and sometimes it can be used as a distraction from getting things done that I need to focus on. Um, but we do get, we can get positive reinforcement, and it does have an impact on our quality of life. Okay, and now I'm going to go to purpose. Purpose. When I think of purpose, I think of something that has a broader sense of meaning and direction in life. It also maybe based on personal values, beliefs, and a sense that you can make a contribution to society. It's not just something for you. The driving force, um, it often is the driving force behind people's actions, behind my actions. And it may be grounded in, it could be grounded in faith, or, like a feeling that I was having, that I mentioned earlier, when I was at work and felt like I was called to do something else. I felt like I was trying to define my purpose. And I know that part of my purpose is to use my voice to encourage and to teach and to reveal to others what they don't see in themselves, to uncover what is sometimes obvious to me, their giftedness, but that they don't see. Um, when I think about purpose, I think of making a positive impact on the world, and um, it's not always easy. There are times when it takes a lot of dedication and commitment, and it involves going out of your comfort zone to actually, live out your purpose, your calling. It's steeped. Purpose is steeped in um, the things that mean the most to you. I could say values. That's kind of a vague term, though, sometimes, but kind of, I'll call them things that you are not willing to compromise. Um, and it involves deep emotional engagement and passion. It can serve as a guiding principle and central motivator in life, and often is discovered when with introspection, when you're take some time to again think about why you're doing things, why you're doing the things that you're doing. A lot of times, it's that disconnect between what you're doing and what you feel like your purpose and values are. Like, you can say that your values or something, but then your life, the life that you're living is not being revealed by, is not what you want it to be. Um, there's certain things that you may hold dear to you that is difficult to live in a society that does not maybe respect who you are, or that doesn't maybe what you feel wouldn't be going with the flow, and so it can be challenging. So I just the key to finding meaning and fulfillment in life is a combination of passion and purpose. When we are able to align our passions with our sense of purpose, we can create a powerful force that drives us forward and gives us a sense of meaning and fulfillment. To do this, it's really important to take some time to reflect on your values, interests, and goals. And we need to understand what is important to us and what motivates us. And when we do see those things, having the courage to make some changes, and sometimes getting the help you need to make those changes, because sometimes we're not able to see in ourselves what other people see in us. Sometimes we don't claim our gifts and don't even acknowledge them, and others around us may be able to, and may be able to and have told us how gifted we are in certain areas. And so I just encourage you, to continue to take time to mind your mind. Think about those things, those habits in your life that are not serving you, and those passions in your life that, to a limit, are serving you. And but are they being used to distract you from moving toward your purpose, moving toward making some hard changes or decisions in your life that may make it a little bit uncomfortable at first, but in the end, fulfill your life's purpose. At any rate, I think that is it for today. Thank you for joining in. I am hoping that this streamed everywhere it was supposed to, but if not, those who are seeing me are the ones who were supposed to see me. If you have any comments, questions, feel free to direct message me. Hopefully in the next month, I will be having another masterclass. I'm really thinking about having something in person, but if not, it will be here. It'll be virtual, but I'm praying about it. And I just hope that you have a blessed day and a great beginning of your week. And as I finish, please, please, please just remember to unleash your brilliance, uncover your light. You have so much to give. The world is waiting for you. Take care.